Alchemists say that no new life can arise without the death of the old. We see that in the forests. You know, the forests are alive, and they're one of the nearest natural places we have that are untouched by man. And they're alive because of all the dying vegetation and the animal poop and the dying animals and the branches that fall. All that decomposition, all that death creates the humus from which new life arises. And I think in menopause, one of the big problems is that if we key into a mainstream view of menopause, we do what the mainstream does with agriculture, with life. We separate death from it as something that we need to stop happening and keep away from. In agriculture, I was a winemaker for many years in France, and most of the winemakers didn't want to have any form of cover on their soils. They didn't want any organic matter dying on their soil. So they'd feed the soils with chemical fertilizers instead of allowing a mulch, allowing the decaying compost to actually be eaten by the soil for new life. And we do the same with old people. We separate them off. We put them into separate old people's homes. We don't want to face death. We don't want death to be part of a life cycle. My mother line are from a mixed race community in India. And when I was in India, Florian and I sat in Varanasi at the burning ghats where people are burnt and cremated at the end of their life. And life goes on. It's not some sterile place. There are animals and goats and cows and flowers and people selling chai and children running and families burning their dead in ceremony. And it's all part of life. Death is part of life. And in menopause, what we're dying to are fertile selves, our younger selves. There is a grief in that. There is a loss. We're moving on from something that meant our identity to us. But in order to gain that wise woman way, to step into our sovereignty, which we don't know what it is when we're in the middle of it, but it's coming for us if we allow it. But we have to let what needs to die so we can step into the new phase of our life, which is a rebirth. I think this is really important when it comes to our attitude towards menopause.